Hi, welcome back to the Impassioned Caregiver. We've now reached, I love hearing that sound. He's so cute when he crunchies. We've now reached chapter 6, the patient versus the whole medical system. And as you know, we have an intro to set you in time and place. Then we have a literary story, and then we have the section of what you should have learned from my experience. So my brother's stroke was in July, and I began a new teaching gig. It was full-time that September. So now we're 6 months out after his stroke. He was home for a bit, but you know, sometimes recovery, you go 2 steps forward and you go a little bit back. So right now he was back at the rehab house getting amazing care. They really set him up, and he's still doing well to this day. One morning, I woke up late. I slept through my alarm, which is really unusual. One side of my body felt funny, but it was late, and there was no time to worry about my health. For all I've told you, I was so stupid that day, really stupid. And my husband was sleeping contently, and I thought, I shouldn't wake him up. I probably just, slept funny on this side of the body, and it's a little numb. It'll shake itself out. Don't be like me. Think about the fast. But there was no one to talk to, so I couldn't tell whether I was speaking okay or not. My vision was off, but ever since we moved to the Pacific Northwest, I had vision issues. So again, I didn't overly think should I be worried? I kept thinking, gotta get to work, can't risk losing my job. I didn't even look in the mirror to see whether anything was drooping. I just rush, got a protein bar, got in the car, drove to work. So I get to work, and my favorite colleague, and she would usually urge me to do something. She just said, why don't you rest? Maybe you'll feel better, and I'm going to take over all your classes. So I did rest in our office. I never felt better that day, but it was good that I was chill. And I think it was the past treatment of the medical system that made me not just go to the ER. And I should have, but I was afraid of being dismissed and told yet again, it's all in my head. Finally, I get home. My husband's like, you have to call your primary doctor. I recently had changed primaries. I liked her, but we hadn't been through anything tough, so I wasn't sure whether to trust her, whether she'd believe me. There's that dance in the beginning until you get the relationship going. So I call her, and she was very calm. She goes, go to the emergency room. You might have had a stroke, and I don't have the equipment here to check you out. As an educator, we tell our students you have to hear something, at least 3 times to learn it. So this is what I'm doing to you in this chapter. I possibly could have had a TIA. We talked about them in the last videos, a transient ischemic attack. Some people call them mini strokes. So this piece, I'm going to do a book review of Dr. Victor Montori's book, Why We Revolt, A Patient Revolution for Careful and Kind Care. Again, a different creative method to share and educate people. This piece was written after seeing Dr. Montori speak in Portland, Oregon through the Northwest Narrative Medicine Collaborative and reading Roxane Gay's Fruitvale Station. I was attempting to emulate her style. This piece will have direct quotes from his book. I raise my right index finger, and you'll find the citation in the comments. So thanks for watching. Here we go. Next video where you're going to hear the book review.